Hey, hey, hey. Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Everything good? Everything sounds good? I don't know. Haven't done this in a while. This is brand new. I'm new to this whole streaming thing. How you guys doing? Lemons and limes. Alex, what's up? My brother's here. E. Ronan, what's up? Welcome to the very first stream on the Ringside Rundown account. It's going to be fun. We're going to watch some SmackDown. And then we're going to watch Rampage if everything goes well. Obviously, we're not going to be showing the actual show on the screen because that is illegal. He, him, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm not going to be showing it. So it's going to be one of those things where you can watch along with me and see my reaction to what's going on. If you're new to wrestling, the show is on Fox. Rampage's TBS? Yes, TBS. She said, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, this is also going to be going up on YouTube as well because trying to build up the YouTube, which you can find in the links command. Just hit exclamation point links, and that pops up the Linktree website where you can find a bunch of links to the stuff we have going on. Also, the command, if you want to check out the podcast, which is obviously what the Ringside Rundown is a podcast with myself and my friend Shay. Exclamation point pod for the podcast if you want to check out. And we also have merch that just came out like 2 days ago. Nothing crazy, just a couple pieces of merch. T-shirt and like I think a baseball jersey and a sticker. Like I said, nothing crazy, just something fun, but gonna be watching SmackDown. Tonight is a big night on SmackDown. It is the draft where they switch rosters and stuff, even though the rosters won't switch until like May 7th, I believe it said something like that. But everybody can switch up shows now. What else is going on? There's also going to be a contract signing between AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes for the main event at Backlash, which is in France, which is something we're also going to be watching on the channel as well. So that is going to be fun. Just waiting here about 10 minutes away from the actual show. Just want to let everybody know what's going on with the podcast. We just put out an episode on Wednesday talking about Becky Lynch winning the Raw Women's Championship in the Battle Royal. What else is big on there? I go crazy talking about Chris Jericho, which I'm not a big fan of, obviously. So I kind of blow a gasket talking about Chris Jericho. The usual AEW talk, and obviously literally a couple hours before you go live, there's more AEW talk, which has the Twitter world blowing up. My mentors are going crazy. So I guess that's good. So that's the silver lining in all the crazy talk that Tony Khan does. So thank you, Tony Khan. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Thank you again for checking out the stream for the very first time. Like I said, I haven't streamed myself in close to a year. It's been about a year since I've streamed. I tried to do the whole gaming stream, and the thing is, like, I play video games, but I'm not like a real gamer. Like, I can't sit for like 6-7 hours and play a video game and also try to be entertaining on stream. So that's kind of why that didn't really go anywhere. But we're trying to expand with the podcast and not just keep it centric on the podcast. We want to expand and be able to say that we're actually creating content. So this is why we launched the Twitch channel. We also launched the YouTube, which is going to have not only what we do with the podcast and the watch-alongs that we do here, but it's also going to have, I'm planning some YouTube exclusive stuff that will be just for YouTube alone. Eventually, we'll start up the TikTok. We're on Twitter, on X, or whatever you want to call it, at Ringside Rundown. We're also on Instagram at Ringside Rundown. So if you want to check those out, you can do that as well. And I'm already winded. I want to get the hell out. No, I'm joking. Yeah. So yeah, just I know everybody is probably talking about what Tony Khan said on the NFL Network. If you didn't hear what he said, he said that AEW is like Pepsi and WWE is the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling, which I the he said AEW is like Pepsi and WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling. First, why if you're gonna compare, if you're gonna do a comparison, why wouldn't you do AEW's like Pepsi, WWE's Coke? It's like right there. That's literally what everybody else. Or you can do something else. We're like Burger King, they're McDonald's, we're Chipotle, they're Taco Bell. Something like that. Of course, like there's no correlation to the two things. So it's like, why would you even say that? You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you say that? Why would you use other people's traumatic experience to make a joke in the sake of tribalism? So, like, to me, it's just like, I like AEW. I watch it. I enjoy parts of the product. But it's like, this guy is kind of actively trying to bring it down. And he's doing everything else but making money for the company. Instead of going on there and promoting the fact that Swerve Strickland won the AEW World Championship, he's the first Black American world champion for All Elite Wrestling. You could use that. You could talk about Will Ospreay coming from the UK and coming to AEW and setting the world on fire, having one of the greatest matches in pro wrestling history with Bryan Danielson just this past Sunday. You could have talked about that. You could have talked about the situation with Jack Perry and the Elite. You could have used that time on the NFL Network during the NFL draft that they're giving you time to promote your product. You could have did a better job and, not done the whole let's take a dig at WWE thing, but that's just me. That's just my 2 cents, and I wish they would stop doing it because it doesn't do anything for your product. It doesn't help you sell tickets or get people interested. Look at I hate bringing up ratings and buy rates because it's stuff I don't understand. But if you look at the numbers, the goal as a business is to keep bringing in money, and it's just like none of these things that you do in sake of tribalism brings in any money. The only positive thing that it does is it riles up the people on the internet to talk, but that talk just goes to something else, and none of that is sustainable to your product in terms of making money. But that's just me. That's just my 2 cents. I'm sure other people have questions, so you can definitely, if you have a question about the situation, feel free to ask it in the chat and we'll talk about it. Also, that's another thing about the podcast in terms of questions. We are a question and answer based podcast. The Ringside Rundown, it's available on all podcast platforms, all the major ones like Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon Music, all those big ones. It's available there. It's a question and answer based podcast. Basically, you send us in questions via social media, and we use that and answer them on the show, and that's how we bring up topics, because usually the questions that people ask are usually centered around important things that are going on in the world of professional wrestling. So that's how we basically come up with the show and things like that. It's pretty cool, having a lot of fun doing that. But obviously you can go check that out, and that's how the podcast works. So we're a few minutes away from SmackDown here, just wrapping up TMZ. It's a miracle TMZ is still prevalent in TV for what's going on, but So how's everybody? It's the weekend. It's Friday. Anybody got any big plans for the weekend? What's going on? Anything exciting happening? Just gonna unmute this. So I might be a little distracted because now I have the commercials in my ear going crazy. So I might be a little distracted. Again, this is my first time ever doing something like this, like watching a show with you guys live. I don't really know the semantics. Originally what I wanted to do was do something like how do I put it? I wanted to do like pre-recorded and maybe post it on YouTube as some sort of practice to see if I can actually do this, if people would be interested in it. But I figured it'd be kind of dumb. You're killing it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. But I wanted to do it originally pre-recorded to see if I could actually do it, if I'm actually good at it. But I figured if you're gonna do it, you might as well just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off. You know, it is what it is. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Gotta try it. Gotta make an attempt at it. So of course we're gonna spread the content all around. It's gonna be on YouTube. If we get some good clips out of stuff, you know, expect to see it on TikTok and stuff like that. I know Lemons and Limes probably looking forward to it. I don't have sound alerts set up because when I was doing streaming before, it kind of went crazy with the sound alerts. So I kind of decided to go against that for right now because I used to have an air horn on my streams, and at one point people were going crazy with the air horns. So she's mad. She's mad because I don't have the sound alerts. I do have a soundboard set up with some funny wrestling stuff. You know, we got this. You know, we got that. We got, you know, LA Knight, which you'll probably see on the show. We got a little Roman Reigns. You know, I don't know if you guys can hear it with the desktop audio off, but when I turn the desktop audio on, I'll be able to show you guys better. And I believe the show's starting. Let me know if it's loud enough, guys. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Retro reacts to old matches? Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's a good idea. That's definitely something I'll do, and it'll be good for the YouTube. I just what I don't want to do is, like, we're doing the watch alongs and wrestling's on basically all week, but I don't want to burn myself out, and then 3 weeks into this I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm burnt out and stuff like that. There's Cody Rhodes signing those belts, making some money. Uh-oh. See, already starting off with the technical difficulties. There's AJ Styles. There's my dog Leroy in the background. Leroy. Oh, man. Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair. It's interesting they made them a tag team. It's interesting they made them a tag team. I would have figured they probably would have made Jade a single star right off the bat. Make sure you guys let me know if you can definitely hear the program, if you need me to turn up the volume so you can hear it and stuff like that. Again, I'm new at this. This is my first time doing this. I don't know how it goes, so you can let me know. Draft rules. Raw, SmackDown superstars are eligible. 4 rounds tonight, 6 rounds on Monday, 4 draft picks per round. Champions are protected. SmackDown picks first tonight, Raw on Monday, which we'll be watching. Raw, the rosters lock on May 6th on Monday. So, interesting. All the champions are protected. They can't be drafted. They are stuck on the brands they're on now. There you go. Wow, look at Teddy Long's there. Bully Ray. Is that Michelle McCool? It's interesting that they're including people. Who's on the other side? Paul Heyman. Yo, Eric, good luck on the stream tonight and enjoy the draft. Well, thank you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed the draft tonight, too. Hopefully it's very interesting.
These are facts. Ladies and gentlemen, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has voluntarily withdrawn from eligibility for the 2024 draft. This is not a negative. This is a positive.
He can do that? You can do that? You can...
Roman Reigns, who is the biggest star in the entire industry? Roman Reigns. Why would Roman Reigns hog the #1 draft pick spotlight when Roman Reigns is not going to be returning in the immediate future? Read into my words, Kayla. That is not what a real tribal chief would do. Instead, now the pressure is on Nick Aldis.
Once again, shout out to my buddy Jeff Merchant for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for tuning in. The very first stream. Got Paul Heyman in my face telling me Roman Reigns is not going to be involved in the draft. I didn't know you can do that. You can't hear it? Can't hear it at all. All right, let me turn it up a little bit more.
Hey, Jackie.
What about now?
Kayla, let me tell you the emotion here inside the NXT Performance.
Much better. All right, thank you.
Oh, it is palpable excitement, hope, and a little bit of nerves.
All right, look at you got all the NXT superstars there.
NXT superstars tonight is the
Trick Williams in the back
lifetime.
as the new NXT champion.
Dedication, a little bit of luck, and a whole lot of self-belief. Just last year, it was current WWE Tag Team Champion Grayson Waller hoping that he would hear his name and be drafted. Look at him now.
Big
You know,
night
Corey,
tonight
it's
with
funny
the
we call
draft.
this NXT, but tonight we are buying a vowel, we are throwing an E in there, and we are asking this important question. Who's next? We find out tonight.
Who's next? Oh, that means Goldberg. Goldberg's back. Oh, man. Goldberg here to ruin the draft.
Eligibility from tonight's draft, but here's a look at the WWE Draft Night 1 pool, who the GMs
So basically everybody except the champions and apparently Roman Reigns is eligible for the draft. So
And now,
interesting.
let's hand over to voice of SmackDown, Corey Graves in the ring.
Welcome everyone tonight.
If Goldberg gets drafted, I'll riot. Imagine that. Imagine Goldberg. Oh, man, Goldberg. No, as a matter of fact, we need Goldberg versus Asuka. So you know what? I'm with it.
Full tonight, so I've been given the honor of moderating the contract signing for our undisputed WWE Championship match taking place 1 week from tomorrow at Backlash. So without any further ado, please welcome the challenger, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I like this. I think this is a great first challenge for Cody's reign. It's perfect. You got literally one of the best professional wrestlers in the past 24, 25 years in AJ Styles. Generational talent going up against the biggest babyface since John Cena. You know, it's perfect. I think it's a good idea to me personally.
WWE Championship, an opportunity he earned last week on SmackDown by defeating the megastar LA Knight.
I don't know what people are thinking about the new theme. It's a damn shame that Styles has to come out and said he doesn't know how much longer he'll be able to do this. Yeah, I think it's a similar situation to like Bryan Danielson, is that they're deciding that they're like kind of in like the end points of their career, so like they're trying to make the most out of it with these big time matches. I mean, a PLE in France, you know, that's crazy. That place is going to be crazy. So it is a little sad, you know, because I remember when AJ was hurt for those past couple months, you felt the big void, like you wanted AJ to be there, you know, he should be in the big spotlight. But yeah, it's just, it stinks. It stinks to not have AJ Styles, or to find out that he's at the twilight of his career, basically. Here is Cody Rhodes, the champion, everybody's champion, the one with the adrenaline in his soul, all that good stuff. What a suit! What is that? Like I don't want to say pink. It's a darker, maybe like a rose. That suit is incredible. Cody looks great. The new stage setup looks great with the more condensed, minimalistic stage screen. It's not so out, like, you know, it's so obnoxious. All the kids are happy. The American flag. Oh boy. So I wonder if it's kind of hard to like keep up with what's going on the internet, with everything that's going on with like what Tony Khan said and stuff like that. So I imagine it's kind of crazy. It's kind of hard to keep up with that with doing this. I want to try to pay more attention to what I'm watching. And this is kind of obviously good for me because I have a difficulty in like focusing even when it's wrestling and it's on TV. I'm kind of always fooling with my phone. So this will force me to pay attention more to what's going on. I like that there's an actual contract in that folder that they have to read over really quickly.
Before I sign this, I don't know if you realize what we have here. We have two Georgia boys ready to mix it up for the first time for the biggest prize in the game.
Interesting.
And I can understand why you boo me. I understand that. I get it. But you got to know that I don't respect LA Knight, and he got under my skin.
He doesn't like LA Knight.
I accept it.
Go figure.
I accept it. Yeah. Hey, that's why I lost at WrestleMania. But what happened? I got my composure back, and I realized that I am phenomenal.
Okay.
And I beat LA Knight to earn the right to face Cody Rhodes at Backlash. Now, unlike LA Knight, I respect you, Cody. I really do. We haven't crossed paths yet, but we've been down the same roads. And we had to prove ourselves outside of WWE.
Interesting.
And I'm willing to believe that the same man that gave me advice a long time ago gave you the same advice, Cody. How to stand our own 2 feet and be the men that we are today. And he goes by the name of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Another person bringing up Dusty Rhodes. Interesting. They don't do that a lot. He's got to get a kick out of it. Like, his dad gets a pop every week practically.
I learned a lot from your dad.
Hmm.
He's a good man. He taught me how to carry myself and how to carry the weight of a champion. And I look at this right here, and the weight of this isn't just of leather and gold.
It's cubic zirconia.
And at Backlash, we're gonna see if you can carry it.
Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if they sign with their real names, their birth names, or their WWE names. I want to read what's on that contract.
So,
What do you want to talk about?
Cincinnati.
What do we want to talk about? Certainly we can talk about respect. There is not a locker room on earth that you'll find where everyone in it, every single person, they all respect AJ Styles. Last week, I went on to say you were the modern day excellence of execution. I respect the roads that you have traveled down to get here, the parallel paths that perhaps you and I had. Much respect, mutual respect. But that respect goes by the wayside at Backlash. I can feel it in your words to a degree. You've been here before. And it seems like you're implying that I cannot carry the weight of that championship. Well, good thing the man who trained me not far from where I sit now used to tell me all the time, it's not about winning the title, it's about keeping it. And boy, do I respect your familiarity with my last name, but when I put C-O-D-Y in front of it on this piece of paper, that means that we have never touched before. That means that at Backlash, it is a level playing field. That means that no matter how phenomenal you are, this is not a dream match for me. It's a must win.
Pretty good response from Cody. Never mind.
You know, Cody, it was a beautiful thing to see you finish your story and get the championship. But it's a shame that your title reign is going to end at Backlash.
Fairly inconsequential. Not a usual contract signing in WWE. Usually these things go crazy. People get beat up. There's a fight. And this one is pretty normal. All right. Okay. Well, there was that.
And 1 week from
Pretty
tomorrow, for the
inconsequential.
first time ever, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles
Nothing
will have
serious,
to
no
deliver
fighting,
with the
no
undisputed
chicanery,
WWE
shenanigans.
Championship
Nobody
up for
got
grabs.
bamboozled.
Cody's first defense of the title he
Huh.
won at
Interesting.
WrestleMania at Backlash in Lyon, France, streaming
Lyon,
on
France.
Peacock.
Oh, Uh-oh. The boss. The boss. The game. That's his Hulk Hogan right there. That's his Hulk. Cody Rhodes is his Hulk Hogan. You can tell, like, he's like, yeah, this is my golden goose right here.
I was worried for your
Let's see who's the first pick.
Welcome to the first round of the 2024 draft.
All right, here we go.
It's a night that changes the landscape of WWE going into the future. And the draft here is a bit different because as those GMs sit in the back in those war rooms pondering their next step, they have to understand that it's just as much about protecting the roster they have as it is bringing in the roster that they want. Meaning that when they use their pick, they have just as much of a chance of gaining a WWE superstar as they do losing one that they already have. Cody, I thought since champions are protected and you'll be staying right here on SmackDown, I thought maybe you could help me out here and you read the SmackDown picks, I'll read the Raw picks. And since it is SmackDown, you get the honor of going first.
Wow, interesting.
With the first pick of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects the EST of WWE.
Wow. Wow, she was on Raw. Was she on Raw? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was on Raw. Oh no, she's staying there. That tells you how blended everything has been for the past couple of months with WrestleMania and everything. Kind of lose track of who's where.
The second pick, the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects main event, Jay.
Wow, he stays on Raw. Staying on Raw is Jay Uso.
From main event Jay, splitting from the bloodline, standing on his own 2 feet and earning the right
Jay
to be
Uso
the
stays
#1
on
draft pick
Raw.
for the Red Brand. Can we hold Jay responsible for seeing that?
With the third pick of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects NXT's Carmelo Hayes.
Wow. Wow. Carmelo Hayes goes from NXT to now he's a SmackDown superstar. Interesting.
History, an NXT superstar has been drafted.
Interesting.
In round 1 of the draft. Wow.
Our first NXT pick is in round 1.
What a reaction from Carmelo's peers at the Performance Center.
Drafted round 1, completely
Wow.
warranted.
Carmelo Hayes, a hell of a pick. I like that. The final pick of the first round, Raw selects Seth freaking Rollins.
Wow. Seth Rollins stays on Raw.
Who's held the World Heavyweight Championship until this past WrestleMania. An overabundance of heart and guts.
Seth Rollins stays on Raw. He's out with he just had meniscus surgery on his knee. He basically was wrestling both WrestleMania matches with a leg that was held together by a rusty paperclip. So that's kind of crazy. Oh, here he is, Carmelo Hayes. Here's Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes is here.
Wow.
Hey. When they talk about who's next up, when they talk about who's the hottest out, they don't call him the hottest out. They call him Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, he's going to be a star. Yeah, he's going to be a star.
And Cody.
Like, it's crazy. Oh, they're done.
I already did. And Cody, ever since you won that championship, I've been hearing you. You've been saying a lot about if you come for the king, you best not miss. And that's funny how that works, because one thing about me is when I shoot, I don't miss.
Interesting.
And as a first-round draft pick, I can't think of a better way to shoot my shot here on SmackDown than to shoot it against you.
Wow. Oh, this is interesting.
Fortune certainly favors the bull, but I don't know. You folks don't want to see me in action tonight, do you? Oh, I don't know. What if I forgot my gear? Oh, that's right. I didn't forget my gear.
This is
And
crazy.
this right here for me means absolutely 100% you're on. Let's see out there.
Make no
Wow,
mistake,
Carmelo
when you're as good as
Hayes,
Carmelo Hayes,
Cody
you
Rhodes
are ready.
tonight.
The American
Jesus,
Nightmare
they're not
won
playing
with the
around
number
tonight.
one pick tonight.
That is
But
insane.
before we get there, the LWO
We got
has had their
LWO.
hands full with Legado del Fantasma. Coming up next, one more opportunity to exercise the past.
Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus Humberto. So there you have it, man. Opening round for the draft: Bianca Belair, Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, Seth freaking Rollins, all picked up. It's pretty big stuff going on already. And obviously, Carmelo Hayes and Cody Rhodes tonight, obviously probably in the main event. That's pretty big stuff. Carmelo Hayes is going to be a star. He's got all the makings of a star. He's athletic. He's got the charisma. He's going to be doing well. It's cool to see that people acknowledge, like the fans that have came to SmackDown tonight in the arena. They acknowledge that the existence of Trick Williams, again, the new NXT champion, because that was always kind of interesting how WWE, the main roster, would use the NXT talent. So it's kind of cool that NXT has gotten so popular that people going to see SmackDown can chant "whoop that Trick" and they know that that's for Trick Williams. You know, it's not a situation like they're in Memphis like last time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm interested. Now I'm interested in seeing how the rest is going, because it seems like the draft is taken seriously. It's not like a play thing, basically. You know, not like a joke just to swap rosters. It's let's put everybody in the best situation. Let's try to make it seem like a big deal, like it's important, like the draft should be. But again, thank you guys for checking out the stream. If you want to check out our podcast that comes out weekly, it's myself and my friend Shay Hickson. We have a podcast. Hit !pod in the chat and you can get a link to the podcast. Let you know where you can subscribe. If you need links to different platforms, go ahead and hit !links. And we also have merch that we just put out. T-shirts, 3/4 sleeve baseball jersey. That's pretty cool. You can buy that stuff. And by buying that stuff, you help the podcast get better, because it's getting to be quite expensive to have this podcast running, with the hosting fees for the site that we use, fees for like graphics, and I do all the graphics are done in-house by me specifically, that I have to pay for. Just this is getting up there. So this is another reason why, streaming was an option. Obviously, if you're a regular Twitch user, you know the whole qualifications to get affiliate. You have to have the right amount of followers. Not only that, but you also have to have a certain amount of viewers average. And what else is there? It's followers, viewer average, and streams. Basically, how many streams you do. I think you need a certain amount, like 12 in a 30-day period. So that's going to be no problem, because we're doing this stream obviously tonight for SmackDown, and most likely we're going to be watching Rampage after SmackDown. Tomorrow, watching AEW Collision. All right, so we got those two out of the way. Unless card subject to change, we'll be watching Monday Night Raw. We won't be watching NXT on this account, because that's usually when Shay and I record the podcast. So we won't be watching NXT, but we'll do Dynamite and all the big ones. But the big one is Saturday. Saturday is Backlash. Next Saturday. Next Saturday is Backlash, Lyon, France. So that'll be an afternoon stream, doing basically the same thing we're doing right now, which is watching the show, checking out what happens.
In the rear view mirror for good.
Of course, most recently, it was originally scheduled to be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee teaming up at WrestleMania, until a backstage attack took Dragon out of action. Of course, Andrade filled into great success, but here comes
Dragon Lee, man, crazy.
Suicide dive to the
Dragon Lee, they picked him up at the right time. If they start using Dragon Lee a lot more, he could be a big time deal. It kind of feels like LWO doesn't have a solid direction to make them a viable faction. They need some more. They need something. The who attacked Dragon Lee thing kind of works, but like Dragon Lee's back, he's no longer hurt, and they're not like actively pursuing that. But that's crazy. Holy crap. He opened up the ropes, and there goes Dragon Lee. We're already going to commercial. Quick commercial break. I'm getting good at this, muting and unmuting so I don't get in trouble with TOS. So, yeah, I'm back to being a full-time streamer. A full-time, no, because I'll be posting in other places. So I'm a full-time content creator, which is crazy. Oh man, just scrolling through Twitter, everybody's talking about Tony Khan. Tony Khan, again, if you haven't heard, said that AEW is like Pepsi and WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of professional wrestling. Yes, Tony Khan compared, or tried to compare, or I don't know what he was doing when he said Pepsi. What was that man thinking? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the logic in it. And if you're watching this stream, whether it's live right now or you're watching it like VOD style on YouTube, I don't know. I do not know. That was weird. So I'm trying to figure out the only thing I could think of is just like Tony Khan was trying to be edgy. And trying to be like kind of like, oh, look at me, I can be controversial, but like it fell flat. Like that's not his strong point, Tony Khan, to be petty, to be kind of catty-like, you know, throw barbs. That doesn't. It's not. You can tell that's not the makeup of Tony Khan. So it just came off weird, inauthentic, disingenuous, petty, all the negative connotations and reactions to it. But I'm still interested in watching Rampage tonight, which we'll be doing on this live stream. We'll be watching Rampage right after WWE SmackDown. So I hope you guys are locked in. You got your snacks. You're ready to have some fun. Ready to have a good time watching some wrestling.
Yeah.
All right, we're back on the show.
SmackDown, Legado del Fantasma versus the LWO.
See,
Dragon Lee makes the tag.
Rey Mysterio's got the hot tag. Here he goes doing all the Rey Mysterio stuff. It's crazy. Rey Mysterio is like 50-something years old, and he's able to move at this level. I guess stem cells really work. Kick to the gut. Code red. Berto breaks it up for the Legado tag team.
Of Legado del Fantasma.
Berto, now the illegal competitor for Legado, is sent to the outside via head scissors by Mysterio.
Simply cannot rise.
Still trying to figure out how all this Twitch stuff works. Like I said, I haven't done it in so long.
Angel now setting up for something big, perhaps the end for Rey Mysterio. Double underhook. Rey countered, able to trip up Angel.
Freakish athletic ability.
Tag made.
619, so they're kind of zooming along here.
619.
Oh! Well, that was quick. Interesting. That is interesting. That was kind of quick.
Big celebrations for the LWO. They've been out to humble Legado del Fantasma for some time as a group debut.
Uh-oh. Here comes Santos Escobar and Electra Lopez. Why is she dressed like
I am many things, but a
look
liar.
at that dress is crazy.
I am not. And when I said I did not attack Dragon Lee,
here we go.
the
Okay,
evening
good.
Before WrestleMania 40,
Getting it back on track.
Electra has been working for weeks to track down the security footage from that evening. And Rey, what you're about to see, you're gonna find very, very interesting.
What that is. Oh! Oh, it was Carlito. It was Carlito. Carlito.
all along.
That's not very cool.
Give the man an Oscar.
Yeah, Zelina.
But we're left asking the question why.
Wow.
Sure, no one's more confused than Rey Mysterio, who personally brought Carlito into the LWO.
Interesting.
Back about 20 years. That's all been thrown away.
Interesting. I had a feeling, I'm not gonna lie, that Carlito was a little sketchy. I mean, his move's called the backstabber.
And there we look once again at the war rooms for the
Is that Tori Wilson? Devon? I think Rey needs to start picking his friends better. They all keep turning on him. You're right. I mean, even his own son turned on him. So Like it's crazy. Ray doesn't have a good judge of character, which is it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, he's just not good at picking people. He always sees the best in people. You know, he doesn't have those walls up, his guard up, man. So that is wow. Carlito is the guy. Man, Carlito, you jerk. That is insane. Oh, man. Carlito ends up being the one to attack Dragon Lee, which is good because there's a lot of things you can do now. You can have the Carlito Rey Mysterio match. You can have Carlito Dragon Lee. It'll elevate Dragon Lee. It'll elevate Carlito, who, since he's come back, you know, as a full-time member of WWE, he hasn't really done anything substantial, you know, anything noteworthy. So this is good for him to kind of have something of importance, because WWE is in a situation now where they make sure that everything on their show is meaningful. It's not just a throwaway segment, which I'm sure there'll be some of those in the future. But it just seems like they're putting more of a concerted effort into making stories important and things like that. So that's good. That's good. But again, just want to let you guys know, links to the podcast. You can go to, I believe it's still active, the Anchor link, anchor.fm/ringside rundown. Or you can go to the link I'm about to pop up here, which is this one. Check that one out. That is a link to the podcast, all the episodes. We just recorded episode 111 episodes dating back to 2021. You know, there's the WrestleMania stuff is still up there for you guys to check out. There's also the YouTube that is available, ! links, if you want to check out all the other links to Ringside Rundown content. We're available on SmackDown. We're available on SmackDown. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have merch. Eventually, if the streams pick up, you'll see a TikTok account. You know, we're basically going to be doing all the stuff that you see nowadays with everybody trying to be a content creator and things of that nature. The difference is, me personally, I've been a professional wrestling fan for over 30 years. I'm 38, so the majority of those 38 years I've been a wrestling fan. As we head back into SmackDown. And I'm not a tribalism sort of fan. I'm not picking promotions for engagement. I'm not trying to watch any promotion for engagement or anything like that. I love wrestling, so I love all types of wrestling. All right, Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes. It looks like it's going to be a non-title contest. Braun Breaker, here we go. I don't know if I'm feeling this new entrance theme. I mean, it might grow on me. He's still available to be drafted tonight. So there you have it.
Draft, you talk about a blue chip athlete. You've got to mention Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker against Cedric Alexander, who we haven't seen in a very long time, is about to get squashed. Oh man, poor Cedric Alexander. Someone we should be seeing a lot of. What's up, Bachelor Cloud? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. And there you have it. Braun Breaker just defeated Cedric Alexander. Yes, I do have mods for my first stream. I've streamed before. I used to stream all the time, but this is the first stream on this account. But we do have mods in place. People I know personally are in the chat modding everything, making sure everything is cool. But thanks.
This man, Braun Breaker, is going places in a hurry.
Braun Breaker beating Cedric Alexander in less than a minute.
Has just shot up even higher with yet another cataclysmic performance.
Yeah, definitely raising your draft
So
stock
good
for
job.
title contention. Well, here on Friday Night SmackDown, another newcomer who's been stealing headlines and doing, frankly, whatever the hell she wants.
Who's that?
Has been Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany
It's
Stratton.
time in our Progressive Match Flow.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
I live in the East Coast, United States, in New Jersey. I've been here practically the majority of my life, originally from New York City, but raised in New Jersey. Bayley and Naomi had a great match last week, which was good for Bayley because I know there's going to be a lot of questions about her title reign. So it was good that they had her kick off the match, kick off her reign against Naomi, which was a great match. Tiffany Stratton breaks things up last week, kind of causing a rift, but you know, it advances the storyline, makes things more important. So, and it's going to elevate Tiffany Stratton, who's made waves on NXT. Oh, Bachelor Cloud is from New Zealand. That's pretty awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in to the stream as we watch SmackDown. I appreciate it, all the way from New Zealand. That's pretty cool. Please call me Cloud. All right, you got it, Cloud. No problem. That is your name, Cloud. Tiffany Stratton definitely going to be a big star on the main roster. Here we have Nicholas Aldis, the GM.
Did you see what I did last week? Of course you did, because I'm the center of the universe. I dropped Naomi and Bayley. Where's my title match?
Watch. This is not set to Tiffy time. You know what, Tiffany? I was this close to sending you to the back of the line, but then someone convinced me otherwise, thankfully for you. So tonight, you go one-on-one with Naomi again. And the winner gets a title match, the Backlash.
Whose stupid idea was that?
Ding dong, that would be me.
Oh.
You see, it's a win-win situation. Because if Naomi wins, then she gets the championship match that she was cheated out of last week. And if you win, then you find out what it's like when you attack the role model.
I just had a Tiffany epiphany. What if you sat ringside and you had a front row seat to watching what you couldn't do and I do it? And that's beat Naomi. Toodles.
Tiffany Epiphany. That's clever. Look at that. Michelle McCool Taker. Michelle McCool Taker is in the house. Still pissed Bayley beat Io, but hopefully they make the most out of Bayley's title reign. I think they will. I think they will. Tori Wilson's here as well. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Tori Wilson? Big deal. But yeah, I can see why people, the thing with Io's title reign, like, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. Like, they could have did a lot more with Io being the champion. But I feel like maybe that was because she was a victim of the transition between regimes in the front office of WWE. So I felt like she was still kind of stuck in the middle, stuck in limbo. If it was all Triple H, then we probably could have got a more cohesive title reign that actually meant something. But, the good thing is, like, it won't be the last time she's going to hold the title. She's definitely going to win it back at some point. And I think it's just pretty cool that they're implementing a lot of different talent from Japan. Julia signed. We always had Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane. So there's a big contingent of Japanese women wrestlers that are there. And they could bring in more. Obviously, with the startup of Marigold, that opens up a possibility of using more Japanese women wrestlers in the WWE, which would be cool. I mean, we all see what AEW has done with the Japanese women, such as Riho. Mina Shirakawa was on Dynamite, so that was pretty cool. They brought in Mariah May, who had a big career in Stardom. So, like, Japanese women's wrestling, is starting to become a big deal. So it'll give something, for people to pay attention to. Yeah, so this is where it gets awkward, because you don't know what to do in between. And even Azumi, who got to face Tony Storm, that's very true. Yeah, I forgot about that match. They do. That's one bright spot of AEW, is that they use the foreign talent very, very well. They're not too, that could be the one thing that they do where it's like, we're not concerned with the usual wrestling tropes that you should know who this is, da-da-da-da-da. Just enjoy the fact that it's someone that usually doesn't wrestle here stateside, That could be their strong suit, but.
And
Clash of the Castle, June 15th in Scotland. So these international pay-per-views are getting crazy. They did say they're going to cool down on those a little bit and try to plug more in for the U.S. and Canadian crowds. Here we have another draft pick. Wow. Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool. Tori looks like Tori Wilson. That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
With the first pick of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects the Viper, Randy.
Wow, Randy Orton goes to SmackDown, or basically stays on SmackDown. Randy Orton. That's pretty big. That is pretty big.
And with the second pick of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects Braun Breaker.
Wow, Braun Breaker's going to Raw.
This is a heartbreaker, bad news.
Man, Raw have just got one of the biggest.
That's crazy. He was just on SmackDown.
How could you
what is it?
Let Braun Breaker slip through your fingers? Nick,
that is interesting. They stole Braun Breaker, who was just on SmackDown.
Night Raw squad reacting. Congratulations, Adam Pearce. You got yourself.
That's crazy.
Aldis has got to be disappointed at. You heard Triple H mention at the top of the evening the delicate balance when you keep.
I guess I can kind of get with that entrance theme.
With the third pick of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects Nia Jax.
Oh wow, Nia Jax goes on SmackDown.
Absolute favorite on the women's division. A woman who causes carnage everywhere she goes. That is a massive, massive selection. Way to go back in the good books.
Good for Nia Jax to get a prominent spot. I believe she was prominent on Raw.
Final
selects Liv Morgan.
Liv stays on Raw, so that'll make sure she gets her revenge against Rhea Ripley whenever she comes back. So good for Liv.
General of keeping your established stars on your brand. You want to bolster, you want to solidify, you want to build, but you can't build without a great foundation. Take a look at
all right, so the new draft picks round 2. Orton, Randy Orton, Braun Breaker, Nia Jax, and Liv Morgan. How are we feeling about that?
We just need to pump the brakes for a
How's
second.
that?
Massive names already off the board, but hold on. The bloodline have still not been selected. I am astounded by that.
The bloodline has still not been
At the
selected.
top of the night that Roman Reigns has removed himself from the draft pool. Regardless, we are about to be 3 rounds deep. The bloodline still without a brand, but you can be sure that wherever
Please,
the
please,
bloodline
please,
ends
if you have a Twitter account, X account, if you can retweet the post letting everybody know that we're live here on Twitch so that they can check it out, it'd be a great, great help. I appreciate it. You know, just I appreciate you guys being here, having fun watching some wrestling with me. As you see what happened last week to Kevin Owens getting his ass beat.
will not stay down.
Oh, that's that looked like it hurt.
KO simply doesn't have a reverse gear, does not know when he's beaten. Security.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty graphic the way they set this up. Tama Tonga purposely driving his car into Kevin Owens. That's insane. Look at that.
Kevin Owens, and the other one is your boy Tama Tonga's. I will not tolerate this kind of savage behavior.
Look at that.
Just tell me you understand.
I understand.
Losing isn't the only thing that has consequences.
Paul Heyman is shook, man. Paul Heyman is shook. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like we had a long message.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I always get the door for Roman.
Why is he wearing gloves now?
I'll get the door for you from now on.
Wise man.
Yes.
So the bloodline got drafted, right?
Well, not exactly.
Uh-oh.
Not yet.
Give me all the details.
Okay. Roman Reigns withdrew from the draft right before the show began.
Huh.
And with all due respect, you're adding new members now, which means nobody knows what they're getting in a draft when they draft the bloodline.
Hmm.
Oh, God. Easy. Please.
Wise man.
It's so...
I need you to repeat that for me. One more time.
Oh shit. Here goes Kevin Owens. That's the thing about Kevin Owens is he doesn't care. He'll run into a 2-on-1 situation. They're already trying to separate him. Tama Tonga looks crazy. Like he looks like a legit hired assassin. So that's pretty cool. Oh man, that is insane. Tama Tonga, that'd be pretty cool. Like this is the way they're booking Tama Tonga. You know, if he can have a feud with Kevin Owens, if they can put that match, even though it's happening next Saturday, if they could put it on that PLE, that would be insane. To be honest with you, Kevin Owens versus Tama Tonga right off the bat. Tama Tonga comes from New Japan, doesn't even have to go through the NXT system. Not that he should. He's already like 41, 42. So having him go through NXT would be a waste of time. But having him, you know, his first deal off the bat is against Kevin Owens. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. But again, for the schedule that we have set up tentatively, I'll be on tomorrow as well to watch AEW Collision. Basically, what we're doing like this: Sunday no stream, Monday Raw, Tuesday no stream, but we'll be recording the podcast. Wednesday Dynamite, Thursday no stream, Friday SmackDown Rampage, Saturday afternoon Backlash, Saturday night Collision. We got all this stuff planned. Make sure you hit exclamation point links in the chat to make sure you're tapped into all of our social media accounts. We're available on X, Twitter, at Ringside Rundown, Instagram at Ringside Rundown, on Facebook, facebook.com/Ringside Rundown. There's also a Facebook group for the Ringside Rundown. There's Ringside Rundown merchandise where you can get a Ringside Rundown shirt, a 3/4 sleeved baseball jersey, old school baseball jersey, stickers on there. We're building up. We're moving. We're shaking. You know, we're trying to build up. We're trying to get a seat at the table of wrestling content creators.
We are live tonight from the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. 14,028 fans on hand. A complete sellout for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, which is sponsored by Progressive. Wade, I want to take you back a few moments ago to the melee that transpired as we prepare for our main event tonight that was announced at the top of the show. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, accepting
American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Carmelo Hayes. The two will collide in our main event.
That is insane. Carmelo, Cody in the main event right off the bat. That's nuts.
We're discussing business in a rather heated manner when 1 week removed from a savage bloodline beatdown, the inevitable happened. KO returned looking for blood, thankfully immediately swarmed by our security guards before things really went off the deep end.
Well, our Kayla Braxton is standing by, hopefully with an update.
Let's see what the update is.
Thanks, Corey, and welcome back, everyone, to night one of the 2024 WWE Draft. And now, please welcome the first overall pick, Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
Number one pick in the entire draft. This is our version of Caleb Williams. And if I may add, she looks a hell of a lot better.
In a dress.
Looking fantastic. Looking gorgeous.
Bianca,
Looking beautiful.
first of all, congratulations on being the first overall pick. But let's talk Backlash. 1 week from Saturday, you and your tag partner, Jade Cargill, have the opportunity to dethrone the Kabuki Warriors.
Wow.
How satisfying will that victory be on a stage
Women's
of that
Tag Team
magnitude in
Championship
Lyon,
match.
France?
So satisfying. You know, I really hope that Jade gets drafted to SmackDown on Monday, because I've had a lot of history with Damage Control, and while I've had a lot of amazing women fight alongside me, I have never been the one that's gotten to finally end it with Damage Control for everything that they've done to me and to this division. And Jade is the perfect person to help me do that. Now, Damage Control is falling apart piece by piece, and that final piece is those tag team titles.
That's
So
crazy
once
that
Jade
they're
and I
putting
take
them
those
in that
titles to
match. Like,
Backlash,
well,
the Kabuki Warriors won't even have a
they're about to get
reason
squashed.
to show back up here
Oh
at
man,
SmackDown.
I'm sorry. Sorry for you, Jeff. Oh man, and Asuka's like my favorite, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So I feel your pain, but I mean, they are definitely, they're in trouble.
back up, Wade.
Damage control have never liked
Jade
not
Cargill.
having the numbers advantage.
Jesus Christ,
They
Jade
have
Cargill.
no advantage whatsoever.
Good
Jade
God.
Cargill pairs up with Bianca Belair.
The tensions rising on the entranceway. Getting a little preview of the throwdown at Backlash. Going down 1 week from tomorrow, streaming live WWE.
Oh wow, this is so dope.
That's Kevin Owens, and that's the MFP. Owens bringing the fight to Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga and Kevin Owens are still fighting each other. I'd rather see Jade or Bianca turn on the other. I feel like that's going to happen. I feel like that's going to happen. Why is Solo Sikoa wearing gloves like Agent 47? Like,
Overwhelming. Kevin Owens.
KO has learned nothing from his experience last week. But he's going to keep on swinging with all his might.
oh man, this is
Wrecking everyone in his path.
Every single
these
security
recruits.
guard getting dropped. These guys aren't paid enough.
I think security certainly deserves hazard pay when you're dealing with the bloodline.
Jesus Christ, they're getting their ass
Poor
kicked.
Hurricane nearly got flattened.
Jamie Noble desperately trying to drag KO.
There he goes, Randy Orton. Okay, okay. We haven't seen Randy since WrestleMania.
Of all the music in the world you do not want to hit, it's Randy Orton.
Randy Orton Tama Tonga is going to be great. That's going to be fun.
Solo escaping the RKO. Orton giving chase.
Place is in complete meltdown.
If anybody expected to see Randy Orton tonight, certainly not bringing the fight to the bloodline. I know Owens would have never asked for help.
Wow.
But KO's got to be happy to see Orton.
He gives him a big hug.
Had Randy Orton not shown up in
They still want to fight.
Owens isn't done yet. Kevin Owens will not rest. Kevin Owens will not
Kevin just wants to fight. That's pretty dope. I like that.
This is certainly not the last
I like that. Kevin just wants to fight. Bubba Ray. That would be a hell of a tag match though, for real. Yeah, it would. It would. No doubt would be a great tag match. I'm just hoping they don't go tag heavy on the Backlash show. You know, we already have the Women's Tag Team Championship match happening, which is kind of a big thing for Jade to still be in the tag team. So I don't want Tama Tonga to be in the tag team. You could either go Kevin Owens, Tama Tonga, save that for a big show, maybe like a SummerSlam, build up a real good feud for that. You can do that Backlash. You can also do Randy Orton, Tama Tonga, which would be phenomenal for a first match.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you've got the peace of mind to really wander.
Yeah, I just hope it stays this way. Once word gets out about these places, they tend to...
Are you done?
And there it is.
Well, at least your vehicles are protected. Let's hit the road.
Hey, fam. I am just at this beautiful lake that I just discovered, practicing gratitude, manifesting
Kevin Kelly is
abundance.
upset on Twitter.
The Vanderkoys control the city. They killed my family. So, our mission is simple. Make them pay for what they have done. Kills world.
Stuff's going crazy in Japan. Tony Khan says WWE is equivalent to Harvey Weinstein.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both.
I'm over here watching commercials, bro. I'm effing up. I'm going like, what is going on? This I'm goofing already on the first stream. You guys gotta warn me when it's commercial. If you still hear audio, start spamming the chat and just start yelling. Commercial, commercial, commercial. Cause I zone out, man. If I pick up my phone, that's it. Yeah, that's right. It is your bed. You're a moderator. You're supposed to moderate. I was enjoying the Progressive commercial. Yeah, first stream I'm gonna get axed because of TOS. Holy shit. Oh man. Oh well, it happens. What are you gonna do, you know? What are you gonna do? I don't know how to mod, sorry. You've modded for me before in my old streams. You know how to mod. We're both doing this, first time, I guess you could say, because I've never done any strictly just chatting streams. Watch along streams where I'm watching wrestling. I don't know how you guys are seeing the wrestling on your end while you're watching the stream. So it's all first timers here. So hopefully Twitch takes it easy on me. My bad, Twitch.
The pre-race kicks things off at 1 Eastern, then the green flag flies at 2 Eastern. Sunday.
You're just listening to me ramble and listening to the audio from the TV. That's so dope. That is so dope.
One of the superstars on your screen may be next to get the call that will change their lives forever.
Performance Center, we got the NXT Superstars.
Please welcome
Draft time.
WWE Hall of Famers, Bubba Ray and Devon
The Dudley Boys. Even the little kids is throwing up the 3D. I guess people still know the Dudley Boys. That's cool, even though Bully Ray's kind of a... He's kind of a... He's a something. Yeah, they should have came out in their gear. They should have came out in their gear. ECW. They're chanting for the promotion instead of the Dudleys. I love it. I love it. Guys, put on the stupid gimmick glasses. Put on the stupid gimmick glasses.
Of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects LA Knight.
Yeah.
Greatest pick ever. Yeah. LA Knight, the megastar, is staying here on the blue brand of Corey. The whole world is going to be elated.
Love it.
Great job, Nick Aldis.
Love it. Look at Raw like, oh, we fucked up. We fucked up.
LA Knight staying right here on Friday nights.
With the second pick of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects Ricochet.
Ricochet stays on Raw.
The one and only, the premier high-flying superstar in this
I feel like they're starting to come around and realize that they could use Ricochet to do some really cool things.
Every Wednesday at noon, the sky truly
He's in the finals for the Speed Championship. I really got to check out that Speed stuff. Hopefully they put it in a playlist. Maybe we'll watch it on stream one day.
Pick of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects Solo Sikoa, MFT Tama Tonga, and Paul Heyman.
The Bloodline gets drafted to SmackDown round 3. So that is what does MFT stand for? Motherfucking Tonga or Tama Tonga? What I don't what does the MFT mean? Somebody let me know.
The final pick of the third round,
Motherfucking Tama
Raw
Tonga.
selects Sheamus.
Throw an extra couple of slices on the burger's belly.
Oh no, not a burger joke.
By the red brand.
Not a burger joke.
Let's take a look.
Oh god.
Third round of the 2024 WWE.
So we got LA Knight on SmackDown, Ricochet on Raw, the Bloodline stays on SmackDown, and Sheamus stays on Raw. All right, not too bad, not too bad. What in the world? This girl's outrageous. Oh man. This girl's outrageous. Tiffany Stratton.
Well, Wade, lucky for all of us, the center of the universe has arrived.
She looks like a Tiffany. I don't even know if Tiffany is a real name, but she looks like a Tiffany. She looks like that girl from high school.
And speaking of
You know?
implications, we are joined on commentary by the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. And Bayley, we understand this matchup was your idea. Yours and Nick Aldis collaborating. Tell us why you feel this is a good decision.
Well, I'm a genius, but Tiffany Stratton is new on SmackDown. She's new here in the WWE, and she
Did
has
you
to
just
learn
say you
that
don't
she
know if
has to
Tiffany
earn her
is...
way to this,
I don't know
okay?
if it's
You can't take
her real
shortcuts
name.
when Bayley's the
Tiffany might be her WWE name, but not her real name. That's what I'm trying to figure out, is if Tiffany is her real name. Because if Tiffany is her real name, you could tell she's a Tiffany. Like, she looks like a Tiffany. I was ready to roast. Nah, please don't roast me. I trust me. Don't roast me. Don't roast me. I'm just, like I said. Like Naomi right now, she's out here. Her real name is Trinity, which is kind of cool. She'd probably be better off using her real name, Trinity. That sounds cooler than Naomi, but it's different in WWE. Like, you know, they'll have rights to your likeness and things like that, so it's weird. What would if you had a wrestling name, what would your wrestling name be? I don't even know what my wrestling name would be.
Very, very special. But Tiffany decided that, you know, she didn't care what happened at the end of the match. She didn't care who won the match because she wants a piece of it. And in some way, I respect that. She made a statement. She got my attention. I'm out here right now.
There we go, Naomi out of the gate.
I don't fucking know.
What do you expect to see? A different side of Naomi?
Your
I hope so, because, you know, we talk about
your wrestling name. Imagine you wrestling. That would be insane.
Let me pull you up on that one, Bayley.
That would be nuts.
Laid you out last week. Bayley from 3 months ago would have been out for blood.
You're better off just being a moderator for my Twitch streams. There goes your claim to fame. You're on the staff. You're on the staff right now. You're getting up on the ground level in case something goes down and we blow up.
At a different level.
Naomi making the climb to the top turnbuckle, looking for fireworks here. Stratton able to avoid contact. Naomi rolls through. And Naomi suffering whiplash on the middle rope here.
Good takeover from Tiffany. Give me a cut of your partnership deals. Well, we have no partnership deals, let me tell you. We have no partnership deals. We have no partners. We have no sponsors. There was a time, for a period of time, I was trying to work on a Moe's sponsorship because that's all I was eating.
Modified pile driver on the
Trent
apron,
Grisham
nearly
just
took
hit a home
Stratton
run
out.
for the
Here
Yankees.
comes
Let's go. Naomi just squashed Tiffany. Welcome to Moe's. I'll tell you, I love me some. I can eat Moe's every day. I gotta mute this. I can eat Moe's every day. I'm not kidding. My birthday came and Shay, the other person that does the podcast with me, she bought me a Moe's gift card. You probably eat the Joey bag of donuts. I don't know what a Joey bag of donuts is, but it's got donuts in it, so I would probably eat it. What is a Joey bag of donuts? What is that? What are the words that you are saying? Maybe they don't have it anymore. It's a burrito? Okay, well, burritos are my favorite type of food. So already I'm sold. I'd probably eat 2 of it. But what is a Joey bag of donuts? Please explain that to me. Joey bag of donuts. What kind of name is that for a burrito? Is there donuts in the burrito? Because that would be disgusting, depending on the type of burrito it is. Maybe it's a dessert burrito. You know, where they put like ice cream and chocolate syrup. Is that what that is? Somebody let me know. Don't make me Google it while I'm on stream, because now I'm interested. All right, let me make sure this is unmuted. There's a donut shop. What is a Joey bag of donuts burrito? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is a Joey bag of, from fucking Moe's? They don't have that over here. They don't have no Joey bag of donuts burrito. That must be some Florida shit. Because they don't have that here, buddy.
This is Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. We're witnessing one-on-one action stacked up. Stratton on top. One-on-one competition between Naomi and
so I'm looking at
the winner will advance to Backlash to challenge the WWE Women's Champion, who's joining us here at commentary, of course, Bayley. And
I can't. It's like a video. It's a chain, motherfucker. Apparently, I don't know. We'll have to look at it later or something. There's a YouTube video. There's the home wrecker, which is the one I get. I get the home wrecker. I get the home wrecker, and then there's Joey bag of donuts, which I've never heard in my life. I never heard Joey bag of donuts. What the fuck? I'm so like taken aback by this.
I pray that.
Uh-oh, my Hulu went out because we're trying to figure out what a Joey bag of donuts is.
Got some unfinished business there.
Stratton able to shrug Naomi off, force her face first into the turnbuckle.
Oh.
The Universe and Naomi both with the same idea. Both women are down.
Both women running on fumes now. And this is that point in the match you really have to dig deep and figure out who wants this more.
Both women struggling to their feet. Bayley, you've got to be enjoying what you're witnessing. 2 women.
That's gonna bug me the whole night.
Well, this is what SmackDown is all about. I'm so proud to be the champion right now, so I'm excited to see who does this. And it looks like my girl Naomi.
The talent to the cheekbone, maybe the nose.
Naomi got all.
Oh my God! Please don't break Tiffany's. Oh my God! Nia Jax. What the fuck? Why did Nia Jax do that?
The WWE Women's Champion.
Why did Nia Jax? Oh my God.
Well, Naomi finally realized what was going on and
Jesus.
tried to come to the aid of Bayley.
This might end up being a thing where Naomi gets pissed off because of things that are happening to Bayley. She keeps missing out on title opportunities. There was no definitive winner to her title match last week on SmackDown, and now there's no definitive winner to the #1 contendership. So, and it's basically because Naomi's trying to help. Fatal 4-way Tiffany versus Naomi versus Nia versus Bayley. They could go that way. They could go that way. What is she gonna do? Prettiest moonsault ever?
For the veterans in this business, for the women who laid the groundwork that she follows, Tiffany Stratton cares about one thing and one thing only: herself.
Prettiest moonsault ever, bro. She hits that no problem. It's crazy.
Stratton, and of course Naomi, just missed out on the opportunity to become #1 contender.
Oh, that's all it is. She may call it that, but Io Sky has the prettiest moonsault ever. I like Io Sky's. The only thing is it's a Muda style, which is low trajectory, more speed. I'm more of I like height, air time. Those things kind of do it for me.
Okay, so we don't know what your WWE draft destination will be until this Monday Night Raw, but
I was gonna say she should bring back the moon stomp,
is that
but that thing is dangerous.
Dawkins will challenge A-Town Down Under for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
It doesn't even matter where we get drafted.
Amen.
Because next week, the Street Profits are going to take down A-Town down for those tag team championships.
Yep.
And then we're going to have our first class ticket right back here to SmackDown.
SmackDown? Did you say SmackDown? Because you can't have SmackDown without the greatest undefeated tag team champions of all time.
Why are you trying so hard?
We're going to face down.
Hey, Dawkins, this is a championship. Some of the Bengals know nothing about.
Damn. Look at Bobby Lashley. That's going to be fun. A-Town Down Under versus Street Profits. Teddy Long. Teddy Long. Let me holler at you, player. What's coming out? JBL. JBL, that bastard, has me blocked on Twitter. JBL blocked me on Twitter because I asked him why did he bully Mauro Ranallo. I said, why did you bully Mauro Ranallo? He didn't deserve it. And he didn't answer me. He just blocked me. So maybe I deserved it. I haven't gotten blocked by many important people on Twitter, which I guess is a good thing. I got blocked by Jerry Lawler, but that was warranted because I'm not a fan of Jerry Lawler, so I got blocked by him. One of the old podcast accounts that I had inherited, before this one, because this one, that I was blocked by, I believe it was Hulk Hogan for some reason. Not that I was upset by it. I was just shocked, damn, you really must have, whoever had this account before, I think it was my old podcast host. I was just like, geez, you must have really said something to Hulk Hogan for him to want to block you on Twitter. But yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Let me tell you, man, Hulk Hogan, man. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, it sucks because Hulk Hogan was the reason I got into professional wrestling as a kid. I was a Hulkamaniac. I was a crazy Hulkamaniac. I had all types of Hulk Hogan merchandise. Turns out he's a racist. And that's not cool. And he could be like, I'm not racist. I just said that word. You said the word. You knew it was a racist word. You say the word, it makes you racist. You can't get around that. That just doesn't magically slip out. I've gotten drunk before. I've never said that to someone. You know? Like, whoo. Good Lord. People. But I guess he kind of reaps what he sows. He kind of realizes that his legacy is tarnished, you know, because of his actions and things like that. And sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, just to let you guys know again, this is our very, very first stream on this account. So it's a monumentous occasion to be doing this. You're in on the ground floor of me and my co-host Shay putting in a lot of work trying to promote the podcast. We've been doing the podcast since I believe June of 2021, and we've had some moderately great success with it, but we could be doing better because we need to branch out and promote the podcast in other avenues like social media, like YouTube, and we need to expand and do fun stuff like this, like doing some live stream watch-alongs and talking wrestling with people in real time. Because eventually we want to be at the level of everybody else who gets to go to WrestleMania, sit in the press box, go to the media scrums, do the interviews. You know, we want to seat at that table and stuff like that. So by you guys being here, by watching the stream, hanging out with me, talking wrestling, it's a big help, and I can't be more appreciative. Thank you guys so much.
Good evening. What's going on here? You guessed it. More random acts of violence. Come with me.
Karrion Kross doing something devious and evil. Wow. AOP beating up New Catch Republic.
Drafted to Raw, or we stay here on SmackDown. The violence will continue until we get what we want. So say it! The final testament.
So saith the final testament. I like that. I like that. We're getting some direction with Karrion Kross. Okay.
Teddy Long and John Bradshaw Layfield.
Yeah. JBL. Whoop-de-doo. JBL. Wowie. Teddy Long can't dance to that theme. Come on now. You can't dance to the JBL theme.
Of the fourth round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects
AJ Styles staying on SmackDown.
And you know what, Corey? It's going to look even better if
His music sounds like I'm in in line at Universal. That's a very good comparison.
phenomenal and timeless.
That is definitely a great comparison.
With the second pick of the fourth round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw
Which makes sense if he kind of needs to work an easier schedule. Yeah.
Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree, the Alpha Academy.
Wow. They, I don't want to say wasted a draft pick on Alpha Academy.
The new perspective of Master Chad Gable.
Interesting. Alpha Academy drafted to Raw.
With the third pick of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects Andrade.
Wow, Andrade goes to SmackDown.
Big one for the blue brand. Recently returning to WWE, battling alongside
Andrade, okay.
Mysterio at WrestleMania. Andrade's coming to Friday nights.
Andrade El Idolo.
Obviously cause for celebration in the SmackDown War Room. Raw losing Andrade.
And with the final pick of the 4th round, Raw selects Kiana James.
Wow. Kiana James from NXT.
I did not see that coming at all. But
Wow.
The more I think about it, the more I like it. Self-made business.
Kiana James, that's a big pickup for Raw. I like Kiana James.
Going to be making money moves on SmackDown. Well done, Kiana.
She is getting ready for
That is good for her.
Redmond, but here is the full class of
All right, round 4. AJ Styles on SmackDown, Alpha Academy on Raw, Andrade on SmackDown, and from NXT going to Raw, Kiana James.
Let's take a closer look. For those of you who may not be familiar with NXT, or should I say Monday Night Raw superstar, Kiana James.
Kiana James. That is
My
big
name is
time.
Kiana James. In the corporate world and in the ring, I'm relentless.
I like that they gave her
Her
a
worth and her clout. And I have
late
both.
80s, early 90s job gimmick. She works in the corporate world and she just so happens to wrestle for WWE. That's fantastic.
Kiana, congratulations! You are headed to Monday Night Raw. Over 100 NXT superstars eligible tonight. Only
Wow,
2
that
names
is
were
great.
called.
Good for her.
Yours was one of them. How much does this mean to you right now?
It means the world to me. I'm just filled with gratitude, but honestly, I know that every decision that I've made thus far is by design to get me to this exact moment, and I'm so proud of everything that I've done in NXT, but I'm ready to show Raw exactly why Kiana James is the 1%.
I was watching you. Were you surprised?
Was I surprised? I mean, yeah, I wasn't.
Well, listen, HBK, the Heartbreak Kid himself, is here to congratulate you. Congratulations again. Thank you for this. What a week for NXT. 2 draft
Kiana
positions
James.
tonight, and it all comes on the heels of an
Kiana James going to Raw. That's pretty cool. It must be a big deal. They must see something big in her. She's got a cool gimmick. The moves align with her gimmick. Her taglines align with her gimmick. So she's got it all together. You know, they could definitely make a big deal for her. And look, now they're promoting NXT with Trick Williams winning the NXT Championship.
Congrats to the new NXT champion, Trick Williams. And here is a man who knows Trick very, very well. The first round pick of Friday Night SmackDown in the main event.
That is crazy. I still can't get over. I can't get over Carmelo Hayes getting, first round drafted to SmackDown. That's it's insane. It's nuts. But congratulations to Carmelo. Congratulations to everybody that's going from NXT to the main roster. It's big time. It's gonna be interesting. New faces on the show. Looking forward to it. Gonna make the show a lot more interesting. And you think about it. Rhea Ripley's on the shelf. Dominic Mysterio's on the shelf. Seth Rollins is on the shelf. Becky was supposed to go on vacation, had to derail the vacation. It's important that they put new people, new fresh faces to kind of keep things moving along. Oh, man. So we're obviously getting closer to the main event. Carmelo Hayes, Cody Rhodes. That'll close out SmackDown. Probably won't even take a brief break. We'll probably just switch right over to Rampage. Rampage is just an hour show. So it's kind of like, in a wrestling sense, SmackDown is your main course. Rampage is like a dessert, And it's cool. We can do 2 in one night for the show because, like I said here, when it comes to the ringside rundown, there is absolutely no tribalism. We love wrestling equally. We love WWE. We love AEW. We love parts of WWE, and we dislike parts of WWE. Same thing goes for AEW. We look at things objectively, realize that wrestling is a subjective form of entertainment. So what I like, another person might not like. That's perfectly fine. That's honestly better for wrestling. That's the way it should be. You know, being able to see things in different eyeballs with people. So we try to promote non-tribalism. You see me talk a lot about it on social media, on Twitter. I hate tribalism. I think it's stupid. I think the idea of carrying pitchforks in the name of one company against the other is stupid, especially when you don't even work for the company. You're not getting paid to promote their product. They don't even know you exist outside of maybe a Twitter like or something like that. So it makes no sense to ride so hard for a company against another company. It just be a fan of the wrestling. It's okay to be like, I prefer one or the other. That's completely fine. You know, that's your prerogative. But to hate watch one so you can think you're doing a service for the other is just, it doesn't make sense to me. It's stupid. I think the wrestling tribalism is stupid. I don't even think it was like that back in the old days during the Attitude Era. You know, I don't think people with logical brains thought like that. Like, they thought, like, let's try to get the other company out of business to watch the other. Like, no.
On Fox, sponsored by
That's just me. I don't know.
Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. It has been draft day all day, but what we just witnessed moments ago hits you right in the feels with a surprise draft pick from NXT.
Leroy's there. Zap. Look, there he is. Hey, Leroy. Leroy.
Back to Kayla Braxton, who is with our Nick Aldis.
Thanks, Corey. Yeah, standing by with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. And now that night one of the WWE Draft has concluded, how do you feel about SmackDown selections?
I'm feeling very good about our selections. The future is bright, and I can't wait for our new recruits to step up and show out for the blue brand. But we've got to turn our attention for a moment to Backlash, because I got a couple of matches to announce for our first ever.
All right, here we go.
I'm very excited. Je suis très excité, Kayla, because the WWE Women's Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match. Bayley will defend against Tiffany Stratton and Naomi. And there's one more match
So
to
they didn't
announce,
go a
but
fatal
I'm gonna
four where
let
they
you
went
go
triple
take this
threat.
one. Go ahead, Teddy.
Hey, what's up, player? Let me let you know something right now, all right? Don't forget that we're going to talk about this tag team match, what's going to happen now, and it's going to be the Bloodline taking on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Holla, player.
So they did go with the tag match.
All right.
And they went with the triple
both.
threat
Let's
instead of a
back to
fatal
you, Corey.
four-way, which is interesting. Why have... I mean, I guess you needed someone to foil it to put you in that position. And Nia Jax just got to SmackDown. She necessarily hasn't earned a spot, or a main event spot for the Women's Championship. So I guess it makes sense. It works.
It's the 2024 WWE Draft. Superstars switching brands all evening, and it continues this coming Monday. But our very own Kofi Kingston took part in a different kind of draft.
Kofi Kingston at the NFL Draft, presenting a title belt to the first draft pick, Drake May, first draft pick for the Patriots. Kofi's a big New England Patriots fan, so that's why. Pretty good to see that.
The draft continues this coming
The draft continues on Monday. Oh, they flashed a new QR code. Looks like a new Uncle Howdy QR code.
very, very different.
Now these two will be meeting in the main event of Backlash a week tomorrow, but next Friday, 24 hours before Backlash, here on SmackDown, Cody
Is
Rhodes
SmackDown? I wonder. I mean, it probably has to be taped because they're in France. New Catch Republic versus Authors of Pain next week.
Battle with the New Catch Republic.
That should be fun.
And Tyler Bate.
The Street Profits won themselves a fatal four-way tag match to become #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. They take their opportunity next Friday on SmackDown, A-Town Down Under, defending their shiny new championships against the...
What a horrible Photoshop job.
Shiny and new. How about this? The first ever edition of the RKO show.
RKO show. I like that. Okay. RKO show. Here he is, Carmelo Hayes. First round draft pick going from NXT. Now he is a SmackDown superstar full time. Carmelo Hayes, former NXT champion, former NXT North American champion. At a certain point, like the North American Championship, he made it a big deal, a bigger deal than the main championship, you know? So he's definitely a solid first round pick. He can be a superstar if they put him in a position to be so. He can be big. You know, he could be the next AJ Styles. He could be the next Shawn Michaels, I think. That's his abilities are of that level where he could put on a show.
Carmelo Hayes helped build that building into what it is today. Make no mistake, Carmelo Hayes is not a new guy. This guy isn't a rookie. Melo has done it all in NXT, and if you don't know this guy already, take your head out of your backside and accept that the future is here. The future is him.
And now here comes the WWE champion, the undisputed WWE champion, Leroy. What's up, buddy? Leroy's looking at me crazy. Where is he? Look at all that smoke. Wow. There's Cody. We love Cody. Cody the greatest. Cody the GOAT. I like he is so old school with the championship. If he's taking a promo picture, the championship he holds it old school style like the NWA, like Ric Flair, like Harley Race, like those guys. When he comes to the ring, if he's not in a match, he holds it. But if he has a match, he wears it around his waist. I think that's very old school, and it's really cool to see. Lyon, France. A pay-per-view in France. I dig it because the pay-per-view here stateside will be live at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Chill for me. We'll do a little afternoon deal. A little afternoon stream.
Wade, we began the night with the contract signing. I was just a few feet from both Rhodes and Styles. You could feel the tension inside the ring, the respect and the tension of two world-class athletes doing battle for the richest prize in the game.
Now, the objective here is Carmelo has to go crazy. Like, he has to show them why Carmelo is Carmelo. And if you watch the Cody documentary on Peacock, you know that Carmelo helped Cody get back into ring shape after he tore his pec.
And you see the WWE champion with all the fireworks, with all the adulation, walking your way. How do you keep your head cool when you're in this scenario?
Cool, that is the middle name of Carmelo Hayes. This is a guy who
don't miss.
Seen once feel the pressure. He main evented NXT Stand and Deliver a few weeks ago. That's the biggest moment of the year for any NXT superstar.
Cody just looks like a champion. Even in the ring doing his moves, he looks like he's like the A1 guy. We're going to commercial. Look at that. I'm on it. We only had that one slip up. So far this stream. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Again, this is going to go up on YouTube. so that people who will find it on YouTube can realize that the stream, they're happening, and they can come join us for the next ones. If I can find something good out of this, something interesting, we'll make a TikTok. It's not that I don't want to do the TikTok thing. It's just I'm the type of person that, like, I want it to look professional. I want it to look like I know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to putting this content together. So I don't want it to look half-assed. And if for a guy like me who has an IT background, doing stuff like creating content for TikTok, for YouTube, stuff like that, like it takes me a little bit longer to figure out, because you need a little bit more of an art background, like you need some sort of creative part of you that can make these things happen. And that's kind of where I struggle, figuring out the technical aspect of putting content together, editing, things like that. So eventually, if I keep doing this, I'll invest more time into learning, to getting better. Maybe 6 months to a year down the road, you'll see a drastic change in the content and everything like that. Gordon Ramsay has another cooking show. Jesus Christ, Gordon Ramsay. Buddy. Milking it. All right, so it looks like we're getting back into the match.
Carmelo Hayes' first night as a Friday Night SmackDown superstar, wasting no time challenging the top dog, the WWE champion Cody Rhodes, one-on-one. And Wade, I've got to ask you, if you're Carmelo Hayes, you're a new superstar, tell me about the mentality that it takes to challenge the top dog out of the gate, much like you did when a man named Cena was on top.
Yeah, I had some backup, though. I wouldn't have done it on my own, I promise you that much. But let me tell you, Carmelo
bringing up the old Nexus.
Does not lack confidence. This is a statement of confidence, a statement of intent. I'm ready for the top spot right now. I'm not here for the small fry.
I love that they're making the draft into a real life sports aspect.
Overexert himself. He is confident, I'll give you that, but he feels he's ready. He's wanted opportunities like this one for over 12 months. He's been kicking down the doors of anyone in management, demanding, bring me to Raw, bring me to SmackDown. I will prove how good I am. He's got a chance now against the absolute biggest star in the industry in 24, Cody Rhodes.
I know Cody's been competing in live events.
These are some great camera shots right there in the corner.
Match of his entire life.
Cody's career mission was to try and claim that gold that his father, the great Dusty Rhodes, never won.
Yes, let's bring up more Dusty Rhodes.
Motivation to keep pushing on, because if he can't, it's going to be a short reign.
Carmelo Hayes doing his best to push the American Nightmare to the limits. Around we go.
Nice. Great move by Carmelo there.
Carmelo Hayes, you will learn, has what I would call a very easy...
Oh! There it is. That is crazy. That springboard DDT is insane. That springboard DDT is insane. You know how accurate you have to be to hit that springboard DDT? Look at that. Insane. Insane.
Fadeaway DDT. WWE Universe here in a sold-out Heritage Bank Center, trying to will on the American Nightmare.
Oh. Melo's gonna go for the crossroads.
Shoulders down, inside cradle.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Cody is just craftier than most.
Oh my God, what a bump from Carmelo. What a bump from Carmelo.
Not going down without a fight.
Absolutely cleaned the clock of Carmelo.
Look at this.
Another look at this. A complete 360 landing face first, but still with the endurance and the
This is
durability.
insane. This is good.
Carmelo Hayes ain't giving up.
But what Carmelo Hayes is doing right now is putting all of WWE on notice, taking the eyes
This is
of the
good.
WWE universe and forcing them to watch.
Please, if you're watching the stream, if you're an actual person, don't hesitate to drop us a follow. Obviously, because the follow is important for us to reach affiliate status. So, if you're watching the stream, don't hesitate to drop a follow. If you're watching the VOD, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube, you can check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/ringside rundown. You can also check out the podcast on every podcast platform you can think of. Just search Ringside Rundown and hit subscribe. We're all available on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's at Ringside Rundown. Cody hits the Cody Cutter, still gets a kick out at 2 from Carmelo. So we keep going. Carmelo taking Cody to the proverbial limit here. Cody's throwing a Cody Cutter. He's kicked out of the fadeaway DDT.
Cody could be looking for the crossroads. You could see Rose look at our official Jason Ayers and say, "Are you kidding me?" Cody in disbelief. Look out! First 48.
First 48. Basically a lung blower, code breaker. He calls it the first 48.
Because Mello is simply that good.
Super kick by Rhodes, both men.
Rhodes is spent. Both of them are spent, really.
Who can find that next gear?
Oh, they were both going for springboard moves. I don't like that. I don't like that landing.
Now Mello has the chance to capitalize on a wounded duck.
Cody's hurt.
Oh, what a crossroads.
Can Cody finish the job?
I hope he's not really hurt. Cody gets the win off the crossroads. But man, they went for that double springboard move. Cody landed on his shoulder pretty awkwardly and came up grimacing. And Mello looked like a main event player in that match. Great debut. Yeah, it was a great debut. Fantastic. You couldn't ask for anything more in terms of a debut for Carmelo.
Leaving not only Cincinnati, not only Cody Rhodes, but the entire WWE universe.
Breathtaking and exhilarating.
That was a lot of fun. That was a great debut for Carmelo. Carmelo's gonna be a star, man.
And you have to think, perhaps earned the respect of the American Nightmare.
I don't think there's any perhaps about it. I think Carmelo Hayes earned the respect of the
Carmelo Hayes, man. He's gonna be a big deal, I'm telling you. Mark it down. Clip it. Do whatever.
For the first round pick, Carmelo Hayes. Cody Rhodes can now shift focus to Backlash. To France 1 week from tomorrow, where he will defend the undisputed
I really hope that shoulder is just
against the phenomenal AJ Styles. No need to hang your head, Carmelo.
That was a great match. Great match.
It takes years and years to get good enough to compete at that level. Look how long it took Cody Rhodes to get there. We've all witnessed his story. While Mello pushed Cody to the limit.
Great shot. Great camera work recently. That fadeaway DDT we see on the replay, just perfect pinpoint accuracy. Carmelo is big deal, man. Carmelo's big deal.
Cody delivered a Cody cutter that was surely the end, but wasn't. And finally, the crossroads planted Carmelo Hayes, a wounded champion, and a hell of
that
an
was really
effort
good.
by
Really
both
good.
athletes. Plenty of reason to be excited about Friday Night SmackDown.
Really good.
WWE as
as a whole. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. You got AJ Styles in the ring now. We got AJ Styles in the ring. AJ Styles looks absolutely insanely jacked up. Like, what was that guy doing when he was on injury reserve? Because he looks like a freak. We got a face-off between AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes to close out SmackDown. Pretty good episode of SmackDown. The draft first night was pretty interesting. It was good stuff all around. I love that they draft Carmelo first round. That's going to be the big story, is Carmelo getting drafted first round. Is there no Rampage tonight? No, there's no Rampage tonight, huh? Here I am thinking there's a Rampage, and there is no Rampage. Look at that. We got hockey on TNT. And then hockey TNT. TBS. Yeah, there's hockey. So there's no Rampage. What the hell? How come nobody told me there was no Rampage? Nobody gave me a heads up that there was no Rampage. All right, whatever. I only been promoting this since yesterday that I was going to watch SmackDown and Rampage. But, all right, so we got some questions. All right. Eric, which draft pick do you think was the biggest shocker after tonight? Two things. Well, no, actually three things. Carmelo going round one into the draft is big. I think that was done on purpose. They're going to use that as a reason to make Carmelo the biggest deal. He's a first round draft pick for SmackDown. There's a reason behind that. So I think that's one. Second, kind of in the same realm, Kiana James. Didn't know that was going to happen with Kiana. But good for her. Again, to be a name from NXT that nobody was expecting, but to be a name from NXT nonetheless, to go to the main roster, that means you're a big deal. It just doesn't happen just for the sake of happening. There's a reason behind it. So I think Kiana James going. And then here's a big shock to me. The Bloodline getting drafted in round 3. That's interesting. I don't know if they're going to build upon that. But the simple fact that the Bloodline didn't go in round 1, Roman Reigns declared himself ineligible for the draft. Again, I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you can be ineligible for the draft. I thought, if you're a WWE superstar who didn't have the title, you weren't protected by the title, that you had to be in the draft pool. But apparently, if you're Roman Reigns, you don't have to be in the draft pool. You can just do whatever you want to. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So yeah, those are the biggest ones. Carmelo going round 1 from NXT, Kiana James going from NXT to Raw, and the Bloodline getting drafted round 3. I thought the Bloodline would be a bigger deal. Excuse me. After 2 hours and 15 minutes of straight talking about wrestling, I needed a refreshment. But yeah, I thought they were going to be a bigger deal. If they weren't going to go in round 2, round 1, they would go in round 2. I didn't expect it to be round 3. If anything, if the whole point was to make that a point that they didn't go to round 3, they probably should have waited till round 4 and really stick it that the Bloodline, I don't want to say has fallen off, because I don't think that WWE wants to give the illusion that the Bloodline has fallen off. But again, that's a little hitch in the story that you could have put in there. So yeah, now that there's no Rampage like I thought there was gonna be because of stupid ass hockey. No, I'm just kidding. Unfortunately we can't continue the stream because it'll just be me rambling like I've been doing the whole night. So I hope you guys enjoyed SmackDown. Hey, Tawny, the Jim Barbie, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it, my friend. Please. I'm sorry. Hey, it's all good. Again, I randomly, I want to say Wednesday, decided like, all right, it's time to jump into the wrestling chatting stuff, to further the content. So don't be upset that you missed it or late. Like I said, the schedule going forward, at least for the coming week, tomorrow night, 7:45, we'll be watching AEW Collision. And then we'll be off Sunday. We'll be watching Raw on Monday. Tuesday, there will be no stream because we're recording the podcast that will come out on Wednesday morning. So make sure you hit !pod in the chat to get the link to the podcast to subscribe. But we record that on Tuesday evening to come out Wednesday morning. Wednesday night, there'll be a stream for AEW Dynamite. Thursday off. Friday, SmackDown. Saturday will be 2 streams. One in the afternoon for WWE Backlash, which will be in France. So that pay-per-view starts at 1. And there'll be also a night stream that Saturday, next Saturday, for AEW Collision. So it's a pretty big first week here on Twitch. We're trying to do big things, expand the content. Like I said, the podcast is available on all podcast platforms. It's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Amazon, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts, to search Ringside Rundown. It's a question and answer based wrestling podcast with myself and my friend Shay Hickson. We're all across the board on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at the same handle at Ringside Rundown. So check that out. Hit the like. Make sure, Jim Barbie, you hit the follow button because we definitely need your follow. So make sure you hit the follow button. Thank you very much. So great job tonight, Eric. Looking forward to more. Hey, Jeff, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like I said, we're going to be chock full of live streaming content. Shout out once again to the Jim Barbie for that follow. We're going to be chock full of content here on Twitch. Like I said earlier, we're going to be expanding the YouTube content to do YouTube exclusive stuff. Plus, we're going to be doing the regular podcast every week. So we're going to be busy. We're going to be trying to do a lot of stuff because, again, I saw all the fun that people were having in wrestling media for WrestleMania, being able to do interviews with WWE superstars and being able to go to the media events. And I want to get to that level, but I also want to be a part of the journey of like creating something from the ground up with Shay, who's basically, she's my partner in all of this. She has executive power over every piece of content that we do, such as myself. She's more besides the podcast, Shay likes to be behind the scenes, making sure the ship is tight. So Shay deserves just as much credit as myself for the success of the podcast, the continuation. I just know that for us to be taken seriously, for us to be in the conversation of one of the top wrestling internet content creators, we need to put in the work. So that's why we're doing the Twitch streams. We're going to be doing the YouTube stuff. We're still going to be doing the podcast, all that stuff. So again, if you watch today's stream, I appreciate you. All love for you. This will be up on YouTube and the VOD. So if you missed it, don't worry. It'll be there for you to consume along with the other streams that I talked about. So with that said, it is a little bit late. Got to start doing some editing. see if we can have some fun stuff for other social media platforms. So thank you guys again for checking out the stream. We will be back tomorrow, 7:45, for AEW Collision. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night.